Line up your
Opo.
question.
Again, pwede po bang mapaliwanag ng Vice Presidente kung bakit ganon ang sinubmit at bakit walang supporting documents ang mga accomplishment reports na ito?
Madam Chair, again, first, if the committee would like to ask how the Commission on Audit conducts its audit, I request that all the questions be propounded during the hearing of the Commission on Audit. Second, the subject confidential funds is a matter in impeachment proceedings, which is archived, but there is a pending motion for reconsideration in the Supreme Court. I cannot discuss defense strategy. Number 3, I cannot discuss intelligence operations and cannot explain how intelligence operations are done without compromising national security.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My next.
No public funds were used for all my travels. I did not charge representation. I did not charge tickets. I did not charge per dime for all my travels in the office of the Vice President. So if you can see in the breakdown of the budget of travel for Office of the Vice President, you can see that there was a zero amount for the Vice President.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair,
Parliamentary inquiry.
Next
Chair,
on-
just to follow up on the question. So, una po, salamat po sa Vice
I'm
President
sorry,
for
Congressman
detailing.
Tenio, that was-
In the budget of the Office of the Vice President, especially in the 2025 to 2026 budget of the said agency. Much that we would like to honor the tradition that we extend to the Office of the Vice President, there are 2 members of the minority who would like to ask questions. Kaya po, in the interest of the rights of some of our members, may I yield the floor to 2 members, Representative Trino and Representative Ko, to propound their questions. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Is it all right?
Madam Chair, to the presiding officer, sir, before we proceed, I just want to be clarified with the status of the votation we have had last Friday, when we all agreed that Tuesday, which is today, we will grant parliamentary courtesy. This is the long-standing traditional parliamentary courtesy granted to a co-equal branch or a higher official of the government. Let me be just clarified before we proceed.
Last Fridays, there was no votation, Congressman Ongab. So we proceed as planned today.
I understand there was a votation, and in fact, it was objected by the 2 members of minority of the minority.
No,
Notwithstanding
we failed to divide the House.
Yes, but I think we have agreed that last Friday we will provide parliamentary courtesy to the office of the Vice President.
Yes, the request of the minority is just 2 interpellators. It is up for Madam President, Madam Vice President, if she wants to answer or not.
Just one more manifestation to the chairperson and to the presiding officer. Also last Friday, I reiterated that this long-standing tradition of granting parliamentary immunity has been practiced to all the former vice presidents that I have experienced in this chamber. And the tradition is granted first to the co-equal branch of the government, and it is on the part of the president or the vice president or to the co-equal branch of government who will reply that he is waiving, that he or she is waiving his parliamentary inquiry. So I think it would be proper and fitting that we would ask first the Vice President if she's willing to
Mr.
waive.
Chair, may I be recognized?
speak, I still have the floor.
So there's a question whether or not we should afford. Yes, we have discussed last Friday to afford the second highest position of the land, parliamentary courtesy. But at the request of the minority, they just want to ask, two of the minority members just want to ask questions, and it is the prerogative of the Madam Vice President to answer or not. Is that clear?
So that clarifies my question. We
Thank
will
you.
be asking the Vice President to answer or not the question.
Madam Vice President, can we go ahead?
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
Madam Chair. Just an inquiry.
My apologies, Representative Marcoleta. Her Excellency
Just
was
a
about
very-
to respond to the query before we recognize
An
you.
inquiry
Let's
po.
please yield the floor to the Vice President as she was about to make a response to that. Your Excellency, if you would like to respond po.
Yes, I waive the privilege, sir.
Waive.
Yes.
We now recognize Minority Leader Congressman Antonio Tenio.
Maraming salamat, Mr. Chair. Magandang umaga po sa Office of the Vice President at sa Vice President. Well, unang tanong po ay kaugnay sa presentation na binigay ng Vice President. Napansin ko po roon, nasa budget na 903.4 million for 2025. Bagaman hindi pa po tapos ang taon, ang obligation rate po ay 34.3% lamang at ang disbursement rate ay 66.8%. So nasa kalagitnaan po tayo ng taon, pero mukhang mababa po yung obligation rate. Ano po ang paliwanag dito?
Yes, marami kaming procurement na tumagal. Hindi siya nasimulan by January, Madam Chair, yung procurement. So maraming mga procurement na June, July, August na nasimulan.
May dahilan po ba kung bakit June, July, August na nasimulan ang mga proyekto?
Madam Chair, dahil kailangan marami pong mga attachments na nire-require para sa procurement, and lahat po ng mga documents na yon ay hindi po siya nakukuha ng isa o dalawang araw lamang.
So, middle of the year pa po na naisaayos ang requirements for bidding. Parang ganun po. Tama po ba ang intindi ko?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Ngayon, mabalik po tayo sa last August 8, 2024, nag-issue po ng Notice of Disallowance ang COA, Commission on Audit, sa 73.28 million na halaga ng confidential funds for 105 activities supposedly held by the Office of the Vice President from December 13 to December 31. Sabi ng COA ay wala raw accomplishment reports na naipakita or sinubmit ang Office of the Vice President para dito, at inaatas na o inuutos na ibalik ang pera ng Vice President ni Gina Acosta bilang Special Disbursing Officer at ni Julieta Villa del Rey bilang Chief Accountant. Mag-iisang taon na po, ayon sa COA rules ay may 6 months po para mag-appeal. Ano na po ang status ng Notice of Disallowance na ito?
Madam Chair, I suggest that the Congressman ask this during the hearing of the Commission on Audit.
Madam Chair, I'm asking the question now from the Office of the Vice President.
Madam Chair, this is a status of documents inside the Office of the Commission on Audit. So it has to be the Commission on Audit who will answer what is happening to this notice of disallowance.
Nag-submit po ba ng appeal ang Office of the Vice President sa Notice of Disallowance?
Kung yung Congressman Tinio, kung ang notice of disallowance was rectified by COA, wala na po yun. Pero kung yung notice of disallowance ay meron na silang final adjudication, and then merong order yon na final yung notice of disallowance. So, for your information, I will check with COA and get the records and give it to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Well, next question po ay kaugnay po sa notice of disallowance. Ang sabi po kasi ng COA, December 30, yung mga 105 activities na inilunsad dun sa mga dinisilaw na activities ay nangyari between December 13 to December 31. And yet, sa mga nakaraang hearing ay napag-alaman po na December 20 pa po na ilabas ang SARO at na-withdraw yung 125 million. Kaya nga sinasabing nagastos ito in 11 days from December 20 to December 31. So ang tanong lang po natin, ano po ang paliwanag doon sa nakapamahagi na kayo ng mga sinasabing reward money noong December 13 pa lamang, samantalang hindi pa po lumalabas ang pera ng confidential funds. Pwede po bang may paliwanag yon?
Madam Chair, this is the subject of an impeachment trial, and I would not like to discuss the defense for the impeachment trial.
Representative
Chair,
Pino,
wala
please
naman pong-
proceed with the next question.
Madam Chair, I would just like to note na wala pong impeachment trial sa kasalukuyan, Madam Chair. In fact, it is archived in the Senate. No? Okay, so next question na po. No? Lumabas din po sa nakaraang mga hearing sa House na nag-submit po ang Office of the Vice President ng 2,670 accomplishment reports at kasama para po sa liquidation ng 500 million pesos worth of confidential funds under the Office of the Vice President. At ayon sa investigasyon ay 1,322 out of 1,992 names in the OVP ARs submitted to the PSA have no birth records. So kasama po dito yung mga pangalang Mary Grace Piatos, Fernando Tempura, meron pang Shell Jokno. No?
Kindly wind up your question.
Again, pwede po bang mapaliwanag ng Vice Presidente kung bakit ganon ang sinabmit at bakit walang supporting documents ang mga accomplishment reports na ito?
Madam Chair, again, first, if the committee would like to ask how the Commission on Audit conducts its audit, I request that all the questions be propounded during the hearing of the Commission on Audit. Second, the subject confidential funds is a matter in impeachment proceedings, which is archived, but there is a pending motion for reconsideration in the Supreme Court. I cannot discuss defense strategy. Number 3, I cannot discuss intelligence operations and cannot explain how intelligence operations are done without compromising national security.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My next question.
Congressman Tenyo, last question.
Opo, last question.
Please wind up.
Opo. So, napabalita po no na mula July of last year hanggang sa kasalukuyan ay meron pong 13 trips ang Vice President overseas, no? So mula po sa Germany, Japan, Hong Kong, Netherlands, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Australia, South Korea, Kuwait, Paris, at several po sa Netherlands. Umaabot po sa at least 60 days po na on leave ang presidente, at marami po pero hindi lahat ay sinasabing personal leave, no? So sa mga trips po na ito, ilan po ang naging personal leave at ilan ang on official duty, at magkano po ang total na budget na ginastos ng Office of the Vice President para sa mga official leave at personal leave na nangyari?
So
Madam
the
Chair, yes.
last question, Madam
Yes,
President.
yes. Madam Chair, may I ask what date do you want me to start with the destinations? July 2024.
No pizza daw yun?
Mr. Chair, from July 2024, a personal trip to Germany.
Okay.
Then January 2025,
July 24, we'll start-
personal trip to Japan, and so on.
Yes. We'll start with July 2024. So, number one, under the Civil Service Commission rules, there is no allotted leave for the President and Vice President. We cannot both file a leave. So the only thing that I need when I travel overseas is a travel authority from the Office of the President. All my travels were issued travel authority by the Office of the Vice President. And this implies that all these trips were approved by the Office of the Vice President. So, from July 2024, I went to Germany. In December 2024, I went to Denmark. In January 2025, I went to Japan. In the third and fourth week of January, I went back to Japan. In February of third week and last week of February, I went back to Japan. On March, I went to Hong Kong. On March, I went to the Netherlands. On May, I went to Qatar and the Netherlands. On June, I went to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Malaysia. On June, I went to Australia. On July, I went to the Netherlands and the Republic of Korea. And very recently, from August to September, I went to Kuwait, the Netherlands, France, and Belgium. And number three, no public funds were used for all my travels. I did not charge representation. I did not charge tickets. I did not charge per dime for all my travels in the Office of the Vice President. So if you can see in the breakdown of the budget of travel for Office of the Vice President, you can see that there was a zero amount for the Vice President.
Thank you, ma'am.
Madam Chair,
Parliamentary inquiry.
Next
Chair,
on-
just to follow up on the question. So, una po, salamat po sa Vice
I'm
President
sorry,
for
Congressman Tenyo,
detailing.
that was your last question. I'm sorry.
Follow up na lang po yung
I'm sorry.
personal po ba
I'm
ang lahat,
sorry. In the
at
interest of time, we have to proceed.
magkano po ang ginastos ng opisina at staff? Kasi totoo po, wala daw ginastos ang
sorry,
Vice
I'm
Presidente.
sorry.
Parliamentary
Magkano ang ginastos
inquiry?
I'm
ng
sorry.
staff?
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Parliamentary
Yes.
inquiry. Madam Chair, I thought we're going to accord institutional courtesy to the Office of the Vice President. Bakit po natin binabanatan? Bakit natin tatanungin?
It's already settled that we're just giving
Mr.
two
Chair,
questions from the minority. Okay?
Mr. Chair, hindi po,
5 minutes each.
Wala pong
Opo.
binabanatan
But
dito.
does
I
not
take
preclude
exception
the other members
Sandali
to
lang,
from making a
Congressman
manifestation.
Daniel, sandali
I
lang.
take exception to the use of the term binabanatan. Nagtatanong lang po tayo rito at lihitimo naman po ang mga tanong.
Madam Chair.
So maybe I ask the congressman
Mr. Chair, may we
withdraw
request
the
for a
comment.
suspension of
Session
the...
suspended.
I
Hearing
second
suspended.
motion.
Hearing is resumed.
Madam Chair, I would like to correct myself. I was informed that I mentioned that the travel authority is approved by the Office of the Vice President. The travel authority is approved by the Office of the President. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. The correction is duly noted.
Yes, Madam Chair, may I move that we strike out the word binanatan uttered by Rep. Marcoleta. Wala naman pong binabanatan.
Second.
There is a motion to strike off from the record the terminology binabanatan. It has been duly seconded. The motion is carried.
Madam Chair, just a 1-minute manifestation on the striking of the record. I have no objection. However, I just want to explain that in the previous debates, in the previous legislatures before us, in the interim Batasang Pambansa, when an assemblyman from the city of Manila was attacking the late president, there was a motion to strike off the record of what he discussed on the floor. The former assemblyman Arturo Tolentino said that if you strike off the record, any sentence or paragraph, it's just the same sentences, and you strike it, so you still can read that. So that was clear that I think that the procedure is still the same. The statement of Banatan, i-cross lang yan, but it's still there in the records. Sinabi ko lang yun because there was already clarified many, many years ago by former assemblyman who became
Duly noted,
late
Kong
Senator
Ongat.
Tolentino.
This time, we will use eraser. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Pero ngayon may video na.
Okay.